Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Maddles and today I've got game number 1 of a best of 1 coming up. It's a ZVP going down on Whirlwind and spawning up in the top left position. It is the red Protoss player from Fnatic, Hello Kitty. And his opponent up in the top right is none other than the blue Zerg, Skarlet. This is Skarlet. It's on a Smurf account, even though Hello Kitty thinks it's Kayn. I'm 99% sure this is Skarlet because I've got another replay pack from State, who was in a tournament with Skarlet in there, and it was on this account. So I'm 99% sure that this is Skarlet he's playing up against. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone in the comments section will tell me, and then I'll change the name of the video or something. But until that point, I'm going to presume this is who it is. Anyway, Whirlwind in the horizontal spawn positions. That means that this lovely little Overlord is going to come and get some cool information. The second Overlord going to just make sure nothing too cheeky comes down. No sneaky shenanigans going to be causing a bit of a bad time for the Zerg Swarm. Hello Kitty, meanwhile, just going to be going for a lovely gateway expand. It is all normal. Could potentially still be a Nexus first, but hey, it's a bit uncommon, and especially once the gateway started, it's definitely not going to be a Nexus first. So, all in all, Skarlet has two options here. Go hatch, hatch, pull, or go hatch, pull, or pull, hatch. Basically the same thing overall. Now, what it'll probably come down to is when the scouting information comes through. If this Overlord was able to see something before there was a need to make the pull, then it'd be fine. But being Whirlwind, being a 4-player spawn position map, you don't really want to go pull, hatch, hatch, pull if you don't know where your opponent's spawning, because there's always the chance that you could be expanding towards them, and that would not be too great for you. So just waiting to see if Skarlet is going to go and take a spawning pool. I did see a rally point there, so yep, there we go. In comes that spawning pool. Hatch pool, very normal opening. This Overlord about to discover where his opponent has spawned. We've also got, of course, the Cybercore coming down here. Now, Skarlet, what she really needs to be looking to do is, well, get up a third relatively quickly against this. May get a gas just in order to get speed out and then pull the drones out. Speed can be really beneficial up against the gateway expand, just allowing you to make sure that no proxy pylons get thrown down. You don't really see too much damage really done, and you can just keep map dominance. Those are the big things we've got to keep an eye out for. But anyway, Mr. Drone just getting a little bit of minerals there. We've got the probe being pulled down, ready to start up the expansion here for Hello Kitty. Plus a Zealot coming out. The Zealot wasn't cancelled, that's why the Nexus is fractionally later, because that minerals weren't restored. But with the hatchery down, Skarlet now looking in an okay spot. No gas have been taken, so that means that the third base can be secured a little bit earlier. A few Zerglings are making their way out. Note the Overlord did get a good little peek that actually there was a Zealot coming down, and also saw a probe being pulled too. Interestingly though, Warp Gate Tech is not being chrono boosted. Chrono boosts are only being spent currently on getting the Mothership Core down, so just going to go for a little bit of Zealot Mothership Core harassment, not too much. Really, that's just trying to get a Queen if they're lucky. Maybe force a few more Zerglings, but unfortunately here for Hello Kitty, he's not going to be able to find Skarlet anytime soon. She's hiding up in the top right, and interestingly, Hello Kitty was unable to deduce that from where the Overlord came from. A little bit surprising, but again, could have thought it was from the bottom just because he didn't see it until it was in here. But all in all, this just means the Lings now are going to be able to come blinding their way through past this cannon, past the pylon, past the two gateways, and may actually depower this pylon. And if they take out the pylon, these two gateways therefore won't have power. Another pylon is being forced, and also supply block Hello Kitty. This would be brilliant for Skarlet if she's able to take it down. Does manage to knock it out. This is now going to be a little bit problematic, especially as additional pylons are being forced to cancel. This is all adding to the amount of time that the Protoss player is going to be supply blocked. Skarlet, there's a couple of Lings here, forcing a good number of cancels. 175 resources lost therefore by Hello Kitty so far. The Zealot will be able to clean up the Lings as they continue to try on with their pressure, but it was more than enough just being able to knock out those pylons, forcing the supply block. Just gives a small period of time where there wasn't probe production or anything else potentially coming out of this gateway, although with Warp Gate Tech now just done, it was unlikely to be trying to research anything just at that moment. Now, all in all, with the Spine Caller coming down, we can really assume a couple of things. Well, the third base should be coming down in about the next kind of minute or so at most. If it's later than that, I'll be looking for some more unusual playstyles. But the reason it hasn't gone yet is just because this aggression's coming in. There's a couple of Zealots. The Spine Caller and Queens should be able to deal with it, but the Queen's just got to be careful not to be surrounded. Unfortunately, the Spine will get taken down pretty quickly. Force the cancel. Only a couple of Zerglings there at the moment. The Queen's trying to prioritize the Mothership Core, because if that can get taken out, it simply means that actually there's nothing to do once the Zealots are gone. Always going to be beneficial, but the Zealots getting focused down quite quickly. Queen's staying up. The Zerglings really acting as more of a buffer. Mothership Core will go down. Hello Kitty taking quite a bit of damage here, which isn't really what he wants, but the Zealots doing quite a bit back. Just being a little bit infuriating. Unfortunately though, all the queens stay up, which means no mist injects, and the creep spread is now going to get pretty insane. Double evolution chamber coming down here from Scarlet as well. She's just going for them double upgrades perfectly normally. The Twilight Council is on its way out here for Hello Kitty at the moment. 1 times Twilight Council equals either DTs, blink or charge. Most likely going to be just for some blink play. A couple more gateways likely to get thrown down fairly soon, but the Zerglings, of course, since the Twilight Council to the front, can happily identify what's coming there. So they're going to be keeping an eye on it. Ooh, DTs are actually going to be on the cards. This is quite cool, but the Zerglings going to come up. Just going to try and knock their way through, do a little bit of damage, and there's a smart move. We see the Twilight Council does start researching blink anyway, and this is going to completely throw Scarlet off the mark, especially with the Chrono Boost sent down, because now Scarlet's sitting there going, well, it's going to be blink or charge. Most likely blink. Not going to suspect a Dark Shrine coming down behind this, so this could catch Scarlet off guard now if Hello Kitty plays away and he doesn't get any further scouted. And it makes sense therefore putting this Twilight Council at the front. All I'm really keeping an eye out for is whether or not blink is allowed to finish, because if it is, that means that's going to be integral to the play. If it's cancelled, it was purely just for the mind games and really throwing, well, Scarlet off the scent of what it could be in terms of a build order. So this is all looking fairly cool at the moment. There is a proxy pylon hidden down. Is this Lucky Zergling going to find it? No, he's not, unfortunately. But the third base is now getting secured up. It's very late. Note there's a Hallucinated Phoenix coming through. Scarlet just coming up to check that there's still a Chrono Boost being spent on that blink. So this simply means that there's not going to be any detection around at all. The lair will be done though, as that's being made up in the main. But whether or not there's an Overseer, we'll have to keep an eye out for. The Dark Shrine is now done. The DT's warping in 3 of them. This is quite a big commitment moving forward. Is Scarlet going to be able to defend this? Well, the lair nearly finished up. Will we see an instant reaction? Well, the Proxy Pylon has been spotted, but I still don't think there's going to be any need to assume that DTs could be coming in. Overseer is now morphing as the Shimmer has been spotted by the Zerg, but a couple of drones already going down. 2 Dark Templar coming up into the main base, but there's a good number of Overseers going to be around, but damage being done very nicely here. Overseers trying to clean this up as quickly as they can. The DTs just dancing about, dealing a little bit of damage. In total, 7 workers killed by Hello Kitty there. Probably was hoping for a bit more, but remember, there's the Blinkstalker follow-up going to be coming out. And in terms of tech, there's only Zerglings defensively for use. And Blinkstalkers are okay-ish against Zerglings because they can obviously blink away to prevent the surround. But the problem will be is how much production can be ramped up here. There's 7 gateways there at the moment. They're all being chrono boosted. Plus the 4 sentries, that's a good number of force fields and the time warp. Are these spines, are the links going to be enough? The third base is now up and running for Scarlet, but she hasn't had it for long. It could be a little bit difficult to make this work, but now the push is coming. Scarlet knows it's on its way, making 22 links, making the Roach one. Gonna try and stop it here. It's a 2-base play by Hello Kitty, and if Scarlet can stop it, she's gonna probably go on to win this game, but it's a strong push. The only thing really missing from it is from any upgrades, and that's just because Hello Kitty doesn't have the gas after getting the Dark Shrine as well to do much. The DTs probably were hoping to have done some more. Guardian Shield coming down here just to reduce the damage. Of course, the Queens will deal, but still, good force field zone out. A couple of those links, more force fields on their way, trying to prevent the Zerglings from closing up the distance. The Spine Crawlers poking a little bit, will get a sentry, but it's the Queens being taken out that's going to be the most annoying thing. Roaches trickling through, 10 about to pop out, but just this trickle flow of Zerg units isn't going to be enough in order to take out these Blinkstalkers, especially with more reinforcements coming in. Great micro by Hello Kitty at the moment. The spines being transfused, just attempting to hold the line, buying as much time as possible for the Roaches to come out. The 2 Spine Crawlers going down nearly simultaneously there. The Queen's getting picked off. Roaches trickling through, but good force fields will zone it out, and Scarlet leaves the game. Hello Kitty will be victorious. Nice little play there. Good mind games with the Dark Shrine and getting Blink simultaneously. So if you like the game, make sure you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with yet another new cast. Thanks for watching, I'm Battles, bye for now.